Previously on Lossano and Friends.
I'm Ryan Chiaverini. I am the co-host of Windy City Live.
My name is Catie, Keogh. I'm the host and executive producer at 24/7 City Secrets.
Peter Billingsley we've had on the show. That's Ralphie. Yeah. What movie is that? Christmas Story. Right?
Is he nice?
Peter was nice. I mean, he was nice on the show. Why, have you heard bad things?
No. Well, I just heard that everybody asked him about Christmas Story, and he's like done, and he doesn't want to talk about it. But yet, that's what we kind of. But I don't know him, so I don't know.
I hate when people do that. He was okay about talking with it on the show, but we did have we had Shaft on the show. Mm-hmm. What's his real name?
Richard Roundtree.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Richard Roundtree. And we had him on the show, and I probably went to the Shaft a little too early in the interview. Yeah. But it just went downhill fast. Like, he did not want to talk about it. I'm like, you're Shaft. Like, you should be proud of that. But we had Karate Kid on, and he was awesome.
Ralph Macchio.
Yeah.
I loved
he was
him.
So awesome about being the Karate Kid.
Don McLean in American Pie. Jonathan Brandmeier had Don McLean as a guest on his show. Yeah. And his people said, you could ask him about anything, but not about American Pie.
What else would you ask?
Right. I know. So, Johnny, very first question. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Don McLean on the phone. Tell us about American Pie. Oh. The guy hung up. Interview over.
Yeah. One of the greatest songs in American history. You should be proud of that.
Song.
You know, we had Topanga on. I keep saying their character's name. I don't even say their real name.
It's a boy's.
Yeah, Boy Meets World. Yeah. And she was a little different about stuff like that, too. And they told me right before the interview, don't compliment her. Don't tell her she's beautiful.
Oh, my God.
And because her whole life she's been told that she was like kind of the crush of all these boys, and she was kind of a sex symbol. Do not tell her she's pretty. She came out and I always hug the guests. I mean, I don't care if it's a guy. I hug him usually. Right. So I go to hug her, and she wanted to just shake my hand.
Yeah,
she was
up
like
with that?
She was really like business, and it was actually really disappointing.
Well, because she's now on the show though. Boy Meets Girl, or
Girl Meets World.
Girl Meets World.
Remember we had Kim Fields on.
Tootie. We got the heads up that she didn't want to talk about Facts of Life. She played Tootie on the show.
But the thing was is that her press people sent out the press release saying Tootie from Facts of Life. So that's why we had her on. It's like, but we can't mention that.
Right. But I'll tell you who was the best guest we ever had on the radio show was
thank you, Tony.
Marianne. No, on the radio show, not the podcast. Podcast obviously is this one. Is
Marianne.
Yeah, Marianne
Wells.
from
nice.
Don Wells was the best. She even said, she went, "This is what I'm known for. Why else would you be talking to me? Of course I'm going to embrace this."
I was with. I interviewed Whoopi Goldberg a few weeks ago, and have you interviewed with her?
Yeah, she's strange.
Oh my. Okay, first of all, they're like same kind of thing of like what you can and cannot talk to her about. They're like, look, you can't talk to her about the View. You can't talk to her about, because she was going through all this stuff. Anything basically. Like, you can talk to her about food, okay? This is a food place. Talk to her about food. So here's the thing. So I'm like, okay, so all I can talk about is food. I got it. I can whatever. I can make it work. So I'm like, hey, Whoopi, what do you like to cook? And she's
on
like,
The View. What do you like to cook on The View?
She's like, on The View. She's like, I don't cook. I go, okay, that's fine. That's cool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming.
Yeah, now you got nothing.
No, so then I'm like, okay, I only have a couple questions for them. Like, you don't cook. I go, okay, what do you have in your refrigerator, would you say? And she's like, I don't. I go, out to eat. I go, you have nothing in your refrigerator? She's like, no. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So then I think I had one more. I'm like, okay, how about if you ate dinner with anybody in the world, who would it be? And then she's like, my mother, and we would eat chicken soup. It was the most awkward interview I've done in a while.
Oh, man.
And that, my friends, was the best interview ever.
Jumping Jack Flash questions.
You know what I say about Whoopi Goldberg? Big whoop.
Get more Lossano and Friends now on Lossano.com.